Hi everyone, today I am excited to do an old school what's in my bag video. I haven't done one of these in a while, and this is, I guess, my summer edition because it's been some time. Now this bag, if you don't recognize it, is a new bag. It's from Parisa Wang. You guys know I have featured Parisa Wang bags time and time again through my videos over the years, and I started off just reviewing bags for the sake of reviewing bags, and then over time Parisa Wang asked me to partner, so I am officially a partner. This video is sponsored kindly by Parisa Wang, but as always, I'm only going to share my honest reviews based on using this bag for a few days. So this is called the Jane Bucket Bag. It comes in this gorgeous cream color. You guys know I've really been gravitating towards these like lighter cream neutrals. It also comes in a taupe color, which is also a nice soft neutral, and it comes in a suede version in brown as well. So this is going to be one of those videos where I give you very close-up detailed shots of the bag so you can kind of feel like you're looking at it in person. So I always use natural lighting. I never use artificial lighting. So it is a semi-partially cloudy day, but you can see the grains here. This is all Spanish full grain calf leather. Then you've got the light gold hardware. It's really pretty. I love how relaxed and soft this looks. And I have packed it with some of my stuff. So this is going to be an up close what's in my bag. I remember years ago before I started my own YouTube channel, I would just binge watch what's in my bag videos. I don't know why, it was just so fun seeing what other people are carrying, except a lot of the videos would show the person, the YouTuber, up close, and the bag and the stuff inside I would hardly be able to see because it would be out of the camera shot. So in this case, I'm going to do up close so you can actually see the bag. I love this. This is my style, you know, mostly hands and just close-ups of the actual items. So this is what the bag looks like full, and it's got this nice hidden magnetic closure, which is pretty strong. And I'm going to show you what I've got. So this right here is a silk bandana. Lately, I've been having so much fun with silk and scarves, and this is a 21 centimeter, so it's on the smaller side, but it's the perfect size. It is great for just wrapping around the neck to add a pop of color, texture, pattern to just even like a plain white tee. And I also love that I can put it on the handles of my bags. So this is from Madewell. It should still be available on the website. It's on sale at the moment, but I'm not sure if it's still going to be in stock by the time this video goes live. So this is what I'm carrying just as a little pop for my outfits. This I have shown in the past. It's a very simple hair clip, but I have a lot of hair. I have a lot of thick, long hair, and it's heavy, and most hair clips on the market do not hold my hair. Same with my daughter. It just slips right down. It doesn't work. I tried this from H&M. Yeah, it's just like a plastic tortoise shell design. It's not actual tortoise shell. I have those clips as well for half my hair, but for all my hair to be pulled up into a bun, it has to be this one. This plastic cheap one, for some reason, I guess because it's like flexible, it's got a little bit of give, and the design, it's sort of rounded up top. You can see it holds my hair miraculously. So of course I bought it right away. This I purchased in Savannah, Georgia when I was with my daughter on our girls trip, or mother-daughter trip. So I've got my sunglasses in here. You guys know I have two designer sunglasses. One is from LV. One is this one here, the Gucci pair. Very, very classic, right? I feel like I want a different style sunglasses. I don't know why I've been craving, but I haven't found the right ones. They don't have to be designer. They don't have to be expensive. The other pair of sunglasses that I have are from Bimba y Lola, which is like a streetwear brand from Barcelona. So anyway, if you have any recommendations, let me know. This gorgeous book, my gosh, if you don't know the Chiltern series, Chiltern is a maker of books that always does like hardcover, really gorgeous artwork. It's 3D actually. On the covers, it's gold foil pages. I mean, it's beautiful. So this is The Secret Garden. It's a childhood classic. I'm sure many of you have read it. And when I saw this version, I immediately felt like I wanted to reread it. And so I bought it. Yeah, I'm about to start it soon. It's gonna be a great summer read. This is my little notebook from Hermes. It's the smaller Ulysses size. And I've got a pen in here. So I'm always thinking and jotting down notes. It drives me crazy when my thoughts are swimming around my head, especially at night. I have to write. I have to just write everything out. So morning I'm writing, on the go when I'm at cafes and I'm out, I'm writing. And then right before bed, I'm writing. I'm journaling, I'm listing. Anyway, oh, this. So happy to find these. You guys, I don't know if it's just me, but I cannot find the cinnamon flavored Altoids anywhere. And I finally spotted these randomly in a shop and I was like, oh my gosh, I thought they discontinued them. So it's not even opened yet, but I'm so excited. And you can smell the cinnamon from the outside. It smells so good. So I'm really excited, but I don't know. If you guys are into Altoids, tell me why the cinnamon is so hard to find. They usually have the peppermint, which I don't like as much. Oh, I have to show you this. So cute. So this is sour candy, which I already devoured. I'm kind of a sucker for sour candy. I didn't eat candy for like 20, 30 years, but I was really a real heavy sweet tooth kind of kid when I was younger, and I had cavities. Plus my parents sold candy in their shop when I was younger, so I got all the candy I wanted. Anyway, that's for another time. But lately in my 40s, I'm back to craving the stuff I used to love when I was a kid. So sour candy, especially sour gummies, I love. This tin I thought was so cute. I found it at a bookstore. I was at the register checking out the books and I saw this display with these little sour candies and I was like, oh, why not? And I think the case is so pretty. So now I'm using it for my vitamins, my daily vitamins. I've got my magnesium and zinc pills, my fish oil, and my lutein for my eye health. So carry an extra batch in case I forget to take them in the morning. Okay, so as you can see, this bag fits quite a lot. I've got my empty iPhone case. This is the Pro Max size. I'm just using the case, as you know, because I film with my iPhone, which is on the tripod right up here. And oh, this little cutie here from Dress Up Your Purse. This is a little key cube. You can put your chunky keys inside, but I use this for my eye drops. I've got 2 different eye drops here. Refresh here. Perfect size, right? It's really handy. Keeps it separate and just kind of clean. You have the key ring as well, which is what you would use for obviously your keys. And I've always mentioned that if you have like chunky keys or a lot of keys or a big car key fob, this would be great rather than those like flat, smaller, slim key pouches. But anyway, I don't have a car, living in New York City, so I just use that for my eye drops. What else? This is like driving me crazy. I have this cute little Longchamp pouch. In fact, I did a giveaway of the exact same like twinning pouch probably the first year that I started my YouTube channel because I was so grateful for random strangers around the world watching my videos and I wanted to give back. So this has like sentimental meaning for me because it reminds me of that time. But it's a perfect coin pouch and it is now full. It's pretty full. And I never use coins. And I have to use these up. So I thought about rolling them and bringing them into the bank to exchange for dollars, but I'm kind of lazy. So I found out that our local Target, maybe all Targets, will accept coins for when you purchase things. And I don't go to Target often, but I'm going to try to use this up this summer. It's probably like $20 in here. There's a lot of quarters. So heavy. So that's what I've got in here. I also wanted to show you the inside here. So it's a really nice suede lining. Very, very simple, lightweight. Now I was kind of confused because the website for the Jane Bucket Bag description, it says like 2.1 pounds or something. And I was like, no way. Because you guys know my cutoff. If you've been on my channel for a while, you'll know I'm a stickler because I don't like heavy bags. I'm constantly walking. I have my bags on my shoulder or in the crook of my arm. So I thought if this is really over 2 pounds, this is a no-go for me. However, when I opened the package, I was like, this is not 2 pounds. There's no way. It's not even 1.5 pounds. So I decided to weigh it for myself because I really like this design. I think it's super chic. It's very quiet. It kind of reminds me of the Hermes Picotin, but honestly, I think it's prettier because the Picotin shape is not my cup of tea. But it's like if the Hermes Picotin married one of the Celine bags that have the whiskers. So cute. Now you can actually tuck this in if you wanted a more like tidy look. I'm not going to do it now, but my daughter did it. She was like, you can tuck it in. But I actually like this. I just think it's got character. It's a bit playful. It's quiet. It's understated. But this little bit of hardware makes it eye-catching, and I don't like when there's too much hardware because then oftentimes a lot of hardware will not only make the bag heavy, but it will sort of date the bag, becomes kind of trendy and seasonal. When there's a little bit of hardware, just as a tiny accent like this, just elevates the whole look. So anyway, back to the weight. I had to do this myself because I couldn't believe that it's over 2 pounds. So I have my trusty scale. 15.1 ounces. It is under 1 pound, so I'm not sure what happened there with the weight description on the website. Now, of course, versatility is the name of the game, so you've got this as a top handle, but you also have this removable and fully adjustable strap, which is great, right? So you put this on right here and you can wear it as a shoulder or crossbody. There's these little loops on each side. But I thought maybe it's the strap that's making it heavier, but I can't imagine that would make up the difference. So I'm going to pop this inside so we can get the full weight, including the strap if you were to use it. Now it's 1 pound, 1.4 ounces. So definitely well below my cutoff. It is not near 2 pounds at all. And let me show you, if you don't want this dangling, although I still think it's really playful and fun. There we go. We pull the strap all the way through. No dangling if you don't like the whisker. And it goes like so. So you can have like 2 different looks depending on your mood that day. Also, the bottom of the bag has 4 feet to protect the base, which is nice, especially with these lighter colored bags. You want some protection, right? So let me give you a quick look in terms of the color. I'm going to compare with my other cream colored bags. Okay, so really quickly, I grabbed my OLEADA. This is my mini anchor bag, also cream. You guys know I really like this bag. And there you have it. They're both really beautiful, soft cream colors, neutrals. Slightly, ever so slightly different in tone, but super similar. And then here's a newer bag to me. This is from Bob Ore. This is the Lune bag. It's super cute and small. And this is also a cream color. Again, very similar. Now it's hard with the shadows, but you can see this might be a little bit more of a buttercream, and this is more of like a chalky cream. That's how I would describe it. It has been raining on and off this whole summer, I feel like. So this umbrella, I want to show you, it does fit. Pop it right in. It does not peek out. And I do have a mini umbrella that's tiny, but this is like a pretty decent size. I measured it. It's 10 inches in length when it's closed. So you can see it's a pretty roomy bag. Also, I thought it'd be interesting to grab my LV pochette. Now this, you wouldn't think it would fit. It's about the same height-ish. I didn't think it was going to fit horizontally like so. I was like, there's no way it's going to go down. And it does. It fits. Okay? Maybe it's a little bit more narrow down here, but if you were in a pinch, you can put it just like so. Or you can stand it up. It might peek out a little bit. That gives you a size comparison, right? And the LV cosmetic pouch, I'm trying to use it more these days because I've been neglecting it for the last few years, but this fits very easily all the way to the bottom. So if you carry your daily cosmetics with you and you've got a pouch like this, it's going to be really easy to plop it right in. I always enjoy reviewing Parisa Wang bags, and I'm thoroughly enjoying some of the other bags that I have from the brand. You guys know I have a long-standing promo code as well for 12% off. So that is Hannah12. I don't think it has an expiration date, so you can use it anytime. Now this bag retails for $528, but with my promo code, it brings the price well below $500, bringing it to $465. So I'll give you another quick look here up close. I almost forgot about the dust bag. I don't know why I'm always so smitten with these cute little dust bags. The presentation with Parisa Wang is always nice. Comes in a beautiful blue box with their own dust bag. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed getting a good look of this new Jane bucket bag. If you are interested, I'll put all the information, including the promo code and link, down below in my description box. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. As always, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.